Okay, so last time I cut off the video, I was just leaving Trip's pawn shop buying guns. I later decided I didn't want my Ventrue using, and I come over here and I check my quests, and one of them is the search for the what do you call it? Oh yeah, the bounty hunter. See that blue light? That blue light happens when you can see well enough to find those. When you have a high investigation and a high perception. But it's not really all that necessary. At most you want, I don't know what you want at most, but really you don't really need that much perception, and unless you're using guns. If you're using guns, you need a lot of perception.
Check, check. Is this thing recording? God, I hate these things.
And
Anyway,
book!
The McGee case is getting...
A book will teach you as long as you have a high enough research. You do want pretty good research that can save you a lot of XP. Yes, you need XP to raise your intelligence and scholarship to the point where you can use the book, but in general, you'll still end up saving XP on the on stuff.
Man, that sounds stupid.
And so across the street you go. The tattoo parlor. Yes, I yawned. I yawn quite frequently. It happens when you don't breathe very well, and I'm going to go in the wrong direction because I think I remember correctly, I made a mistake about where the tattoo parlor was first, so I went the wrong way at first, and now I'm going the right way. Nothing really happens in the tattoo parlor.
Hello, might I speak with Mr. McGee? Well, I'm not sure. I had an appointment with him a few days ago, but he never seemed to show up. Well, Mr. McGee was going to be doing some modeling for me. Medical reference for the work that I do here in the studio. It's a shame, really. The proposition would have been quite lucrative for him. Why,
Yes, I'll come down and model for you.
I'm at the end of Main Street, small basement studio. The sign says Gimble's Prosthetics. Just ring the buzzer and I'll let you in.
He's a vaguely British accent, considering this is California, but I guess that's not out of the blue. Stan Gimble. I never knew his first name. Yeah, you do want a high brawl because if you want to be able to feed on humans in the middle of combat. Especially when you get down to just a single human left in an area, so that you can refill your blood pool. So brawl you want, regardless of what your build is, you want a good brawl. If you're doing straight unarmed, such as if you're playing the Gangrel, you'll probably save a lot of XP on avoiding firearms and melee.
Hello! Welcome to Gimble's Prosthetics and Medical Supplies. You're here
for
a
Oh!
modeling job? Good, good. You seem to have rather well-developed limbs. If you don't mind
Yes,
me
good,
saying
good,
so.
good.
Oh, yes, forgive me. My name is Gimble.
Oh, Stanley
But,
Gimble.
dear, let
Oh,
us
I guess I
dispense
did know
with
his first name.
formalities. You can call me Stan. Aha,
Okay, Stan.
An eager participant. Very good. Just give me a few moments.
I had
to get
another
my
one of my other
equipment ready,
vampires ended up
and then come
asking
on
him,
in and
making
we'll
the
get
mistake of
started.
asking him about himself. Oh my goodness. I really, well, it's bad enough anyway, but the story of how he lost his arm should have been disturbing enough to make me feel like killing him right off the back. Oh, there's blood there? Ah, I can't believe I didn't know that with all the rest of my characters. Maybe I can go back and check. And see if see if the blood's still there on my other characters. I just went through and ignored everything when I went through on my other characters. Yeah, the rotten mattress. Get past the front room and you go back here, and you start getting really, yeah. I mean, the bloodstained sink and the barred doors, and oh yes, that's really lovely. Oh, and there's a CCTV there. Yeah. Lovely. Lovely.
Hey, help! You gotta get me out of here, man. This guy's a freaking nut job. Who, Gimbal? Yeah, Gimbal. That guy's been taking pieces off of me and McGee over here for the last 3 days.
Hey, stop right there.
Stan Gimbal is probably the weakest boss. You cannot beat on him. From what I can tell, he's probably the weakest boss you'll run across. To beat. Since I was still playing around with my Ventrue here and wasn't putting stuff where it does the best good, I had a little bit of difficulty.
Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. I'm telling you, I've been on some weird cases, but this one takes the cake. Yeah.
This voice actor is a little bit flat, but
I owe that guy big. I hope I can figure out a way to get him back.
Most of the voice acting is pretty first-rate.
No, man. No, not for me anymore. Look at
After
my
all,
hand.
you know,
I could probably my trigger finger
Jeanette
for a trophy.
is the same actress who does Azula on Avatar:
again.
The Last
Don't
Airbender.
worry.
And that must be McGee. Yes, he so certainly does like a good set of limbs, and yes, there's a severed arm, and you can use it as a weapon. It's rather disturbing, and I tend not to do it with anybody but my Malkavian. I couldn't really see my Gangrel getting into, or Bruhog finding it as a worthwhile weapon. But the Malkavian still has it in her inventory. And yes, I yawned again. No, I'm not sleepy. I just yawned. And I should report back to author. Yes. It's green. No, you can't click it. Oh, I have 2 XP. I don't know why I'm coming back here. Already did. Go up and check the email because you still haven't closed the other case. Brr. You still haven't done the werewolf thing. This is the point where I decided that, oh, the werewolf is just bugged. But it was really that I just hadn't checked my email. Email! That thing! Upstairs! On the laptop! Oh yes, here we go. Okay. Boxy boxes. Why am I going? Oh, nope, not over here. It's not the smoke shop, which does not actually have anything in it. It's over here by the Doomsayer. Who's not talking? Oh, there he goes.
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you?
What's shaking?
Deb.
What?
If you're new to town,
Man, that's a tough... Well, hell. I got this guy with a sheet a mile long, put in on 3 warrants. His girlfriend put up for the bond, and now he... Well, it won't be much of a job since you ain't like... Yeah, no body attachment or nothing, just fine. Great, all right. The guy's name is Mike Durbin, goes by the name Muddy. His girlfriend put up for his bond. She lives over there above Tripp's pawn shop. Her name is Marion Murrieta, but I have... Well, he was brought up on manslaughter charges years back, but he got acquitted. That's right, Marianne Murrieta, in them crappy places...
Them crappy places above the pawn shop.
All right, come... Sure, honey, what is...
Yes, quest complete. In order to complete the quest, you have to get your money from him. If you don't get your money from him, the quest remains uncompleted in your log.
The roots of this city wrap around.
And I have 3 experience now. Ha ha! Please tell me you're putting that in dodge. No.
And all who live in its stinking smells love the smell of...
Okay, here we go. Nothing here. Nothing in here. And I know you're going to forget to because this is in the past, but remember to save the game before you walk through the last door. No, you do not have to actually read these emails. If at this point I seem more resourceful than most of the canines you've observed, this city's in bad trouble. Because I have bumbled around with the Ventrue here and not gotten straight to things. And he apparently has already sent these. Behold the Jade Court vampire. No, that's Tristan Miles. These are the Asian vampires. Okay. Fortitude and presence. A really good combination. Guns against vampires. Not the best idea. Unless you have a really good gun score or you're using a shotgun. Because, yay, 8, 4. Or submachine gun works too because you get a lot of shots off in a very short period of time. Yeah, once he pulls out that sword, he uses the sword. The crossbow's okay, but it's slow. The sword is bloody nasty. And he's going to kill me in a moment here. Because I am not quite prepared. One of the other things I should be using that blood in my inventory. And the other thing, I'm using a friggin' pistol. And I'm missing quite a lot. Yay, I dropped a pistol. He gets a fresh new pistol. Oh, that's a note. Things in this game, they only drop what they're currently using. So if they're currently using a knife and you kill them, they drop a knife, which means you don't get whatever ammo they were carrying. In order to get the ammo they were carrying, you have to convince them to pull out the guns. You kind of want them to pull out the guns anyway, since guns usually do less damage to you. Go upstairs, check your bloody email. I'll probably end up cutting out the cases where I died after this. This one, just because it takes up a lot of room, and I don't have that much room on my computer. And because it gets boring rehashing the same thing. Like right now, I am trying to get back to talk to Arthur about, hey, I found your bounty hunter. He has no finger. And he lost a finger, so he's not coming back to work. Because he lost a finger. Wait. Am I going to go straight to Foxy Boxes? No. Okay. Where am I going? Not eating, apparently.
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you?
What's shaking?
Hey,
What?
Carson!
Ain't coming.
If you're new to town or just new to this whole
His
business,
trigger finger got cut off by a
That's tough.
psychopath.
Well, hell.
you're the only girl who will spend the night with you.
Well, I don't
got
know.
this
There are
guy
bounty
on
hunters
his
that don't even use guns.
Well, it won't be.
Or neither property.
Yeah.
Let's
Great.
see.
Well, he was brought up.
Caller, you've got the first shot at Deb tonight.
Most recently, he was brought in as part of a big case on stolen
This is
autos.
me rushing through the
It's this big
conversation
chop
because
shop
I already
that's
did
going
it
on
one
in Santa
time,
Monica.
and then I screwed it up by dying.
Vigo, why are you up so late?
That's right. Marianne. Oh,
How many votes
all
are
right.
on?
Actually, 3. One is in the shop.
I used to do a little.
And I hear wind outside. Jumping the bail. Yay. I think I'm going to go back to my apartment now and go find out that Muddy is not there. Float themselves on Apocalypse Nectar. What is Apocalypse Nectar? Fuck me. Oh, yeah. This guy. That's Spot. I usually try to hit him if I can, and he disappears right away. But I hadn't started doing that until my next run through. Food! Food! You need... Okay, go upstairs, go check your email, and check Muddy's. That's not Muddy's. That's Muddy's.
Gelatinous creature that washed up on the beaches of
Why'd you leave the
Hawaii.
TV on?
I gotta hit downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts 2A. Sorry, baby. I'll explain everything later.
I don't know why they say 2A or 4A or whatever, because I've never been to a B. I wonder if there's technically another entrance somewhere that the computer doesn't have programmed in that has B
In other
departments.
news, an apparent third
And
victim
yes,
of the Southland
there is a book in
slasher has
there.
prompted the closing of
No,
the
she
cinema.
can't see it because she doesn't have high enough inspection or perception. There is a book in there. All I had to do was get it pointed in the right place, and I would have had the thing. But oh well. Yes, save the game. Ooh, what are you looking at? Oh, you're doing this. This is before I started doing Ventrue 2 and Cavian 2 for when I was saving at a dangerous point. Please tell me you're not going to go in with short of 2 blood points. Oh good, you're going to go in and push at a button for a little while. Or you're going to go eat somebody. Nope, you're going to push at a button.
I missed you.
Then you're going to go
Did
eat
you
somebody.
miss me?
Go upstairs and go eat somebody else. I don't know, that thing up on the board on the top, it eventually goes back down to full. I'm half wondering if that represents how much of your blood pool that person can fill up
Sheesh, is this place
before they
always
die.
so dead? Really? What are you bringing to the party, huh?
This is the girl you can send to Vandal to replace Lily after you free her from the blood thing.
Now you've got me curious. It's a long time until sunrise. Wanna come play with me?
The fresh country girl. And yes, all the women's breasts are incredibly unrealistic. Or else sort of flat. But then again, the guys are too rather unrealistic. The models are okay, but it was 2004. This is about as good as you can get for the time. I still like it when you crouch, you look like you're hunchbacked, regardless of who you are. It's okay for the Nosferatu. It's kind of funny when your Ventrue is crouching, it looks like she's a hunchback. Or the Toreador, although the Toreador can look remarkably bizarre when in some cases because of the dated graphics. It is still a very fun game. Oh, why are you looking at all of them? You do not have to look at all these reports. They are very interesting, and they're fun, but if you're rushing through, you do not have to look at them. So I don't know why I'm looking... I tend to look at them, or I tend to look at least the last one, just for the obligation of story. But you don't have to. All you have to do is remember to save the game before you walk in. Ah, this is where I started Ventrue 2. Nope, it's not. Okay. The only thing to do is remember to save the game. And do not run your you can, I guess, run your stuff before, but you'll lose a lot of time. Fortitude, presence. Yep. See, it's a lot quicker. And yeah, you got hit. You have blood in your inventory that you can use. That will, when you drink blood packs, you get both healing and blood back. Later, when I start developing her, she becomes one of my hardest to kill people of all, because fortitude and presence. Are you going to kill me again? Did I take 3 times to do this? Yes, I apparently took 3 times to do this. Ugh. Okay, having a lot of blood pool does not help you if you die. If you die with a full blood pool, you should not die with a full blood pool. You should use everything you have. Before you die. They needed to vary up the voices for combat. Freeze! Stop right there! That's pretty much everything you get. The crossbow is actually really deadly. It's just slow as hell and probably not the best bet. She carries it and hasn't used it yet, but she carries it because she's Ventrue and she's being facetious and arrogant and aristocratic. Please don't tell me this took me 4 times. Now what you should do is use your blood buff and melee on this, unless you've got a pretty good firearm. My Malkavian had a lot of trouble with him. My Ventrue had a lot of trouble with him because I hadn't played the game in a while.
Come on. Hey, stop right there.
Need blood. See, all these piles of blood? They heal you! Don't use them once the fight's gone. And there is the Shanguto, which is basically an imitation katana. Yay! You have now completed all of the side quests that you can. There is nothing here to collect. Do not bother to go looking around. Why is there blood everywhere? There was probably not much blood in the kuei-jins. They call them the katheum, but that's the same thing as a kuei-jin. There was probably not much blood in the kuei-jin, so I don't know why there's blood everywhere, but they tend to have blood spatter everywhere when you have the fighting, so. Urban areas have maps located on bus stops. Use the maps to see an overhead view of the area. Yes, there is no map button, which is annoying as hell because I'll hit him, which I have set to look at the front of the face rather than, but because there's no map, you have to go to a bus stop.
Yo, girl.
You do that thing yet?
Ventrue said it's like a vampire, but different,
I missed you. Did you miss me?
Yes, you can kill her. Don't. There's no reason to. There's really no reason to kill most people. Low humanity is turning out not to be as interesting as I thought it would be. On my gangrel. My gangrel is my low humanity. Which was probably a bad idea since gangrel's already frenzy. Quick. And let's go clicky 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 clicky, and I can't figure out how to do this. And let's see what else I do. I think at some point you're going to see me go off, go pause and get stopped for a little bit, and then I'll go back in and talk to I should report back to Reno. Oh, okay. That was a quit because, well, yep. Guess what? This is me coming back after I've checked the instead of doing it while I was online, I went and checked. I went and checked to see if I was. Let me see here. I went to go check to see what how to walk through the check the walkthroughs to see how to get up to see Jeanette, and I remembered about the bartender. And you have to sit here and listen. The door is locked until they've done.
Concealing that dirty, diseased mind. Let's see who is without sin past the
Yeah, Therese. Tear into her.
You pull your pranks, make fun of my ways. You're just one. Don't you call me that. Don't call me that. You treat me like this. That's it, you know. Run away from the truth. I'll take care of everything, as always.
And here's Therese.
Please,
We already met
come
Jeanette.
in. I do apologize for my sister's crassness if it made you uncomfortable. She's unabashedly scandalous, but in the club business, I suppose that kind of personality is a necessary evil. Therese Borman, yes. I'm the proprietor of this club, and the only person in this city whose good side it's in your best interest to stay on. What brings you to Santa Monica? Tongue's exile is self-imposed, I assure you. But then, what reason would I have not to
I did not do the dominate option.
Nosferatu scoundrel. Bloody Nosferatu. They're so unclean. He meddles in my affairs. He's a bad influence on my sister, and she on him. If you were in my place, would you let him compromise your authority? You most certainly would not. I'd quite like it if I never had to hear that name again. Why would I do that? Let him think I mean to kill him. That way I don't have to worry about him sabotaging everything. Do you realize how his subterfuge makes me look to the Camarilla? Tongue and his co-conspirators' actions ruined my chance at partnership in a crucial piece of property. I do have several other promising ventures, and one in particular has been, to say the least, an ordeal. I'd be willing to put the word out that my grievances with Tongue have been swept under the rug, but in return, you'll have to help me remove a particularly burdensome spirit from a property I'm looking to invest in. I forgot.
Okay.
You're still new to this. Allow me to break you in. Yes, ghosts exist. Werewolves, mummies, and I'd expect a whole lot of other things I'd never seen share the night with us. Rumor is that a personal item of a ghost may be used to draw it out or excise it from its haunt. While I don't put a lot of stock in hearsay, it's my last option. So I want you to go to the Ocean House Hotel, find an item of the spirits, and bring it back. Oh, I fully intend to do so. You'll find that dealing with me on the whole is appreciably more predictable than dealing with some of the egomaniacs that are my peers. So long as our business doesn't go sour, my word is gold. Before I forget, take this. The only way to reach
And
the
no,
haunted house this
the
time
haunted
around
house
through a
is
tunnel in
not
the sewers.
going to
We'll
be
need that key to
on
open
this
the gate
video.
for that tunnel. If
It'll
you'll
be on the
excuse
next
me, I've got
What? Am I doing that? Okay. Oh, hey. Dances here. And the dance floor, if you dance for like 5 minutes straight, you will regain humanity. I think you can do it once per nightclub.